Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of our RP series out here on Red Lawn Preserve. Now, in the last episode, we got up to the campground and actually picked out a cabin to stay the night in, and now it is the next morning. Now, what I actually need to do is I need to get the toy hauler unloaded, and I need to get some of the rigs out of there, and then I think we're going to head down to one of the local fishing spots. Now, if you guys have never been to this fishing spot, I highly recommend checking it out because this map has some beautiful landmarks and even more beautiful trails to get there. So let's fire this thing up and we'll get this thing into a position where we can get the trailer unloaded a little bit more easily. It sounds so good. And like every time I start this thing up, it really is one of my favorite custom sounds in this entire game. All right, let's move you just nice and easy away from the cabin before we turn, because I really don't want to take the cabin's roof off. I think we're good now. There we go. It was really close, but we managed. All right, now that's wide open enough, right? I mean, I don't see any reason why we couldn't unload here. Unpack everything in the trailer. And then now, we're going to walk around back, and we're going to unload the Tahoe first, because the Tahoe is obviously, we can't get anything else out until we get the Tahoe out. So let's ease it on back. And the beauty of this thing is the fact that if we wanted to go rock crawling in it, we could, but if we also just wanted to, load it with gear and take it down to the fishing spot and legitimately, go fishing, we could do that as well. I mean, look, we already have a cooler in the passenger seat, so we're essentially already equipped to go fishing if we wanted to. I'm sure there's plenty of space in the back for, the poles and everything as well. So let's see, move you right back there between the cabins. And then next up, we're going to get the mud mower out of the back of the trailer. All right, let's look behind us and make sure we got room. Yep, we're good. Nice and easy straight on back. What the heck? All right, apparently I am smashing into the side of my trailer. I'm going to try to avoid doing that. Oh my god, why is it getting stuck on something? Maybe that's not me. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I'm not sure. Can I actually make it out of the trailer? All right, thank you. I don't know why that was such a difficult scenario to actually get this thing out of the back of the trailer, but one way or another, we got it out. All right, we're gonna park you right here next to this cabin. I'm sure they won't mind. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And then now, finally, we're gonna grab the lander and get it on out of there. Come on, easy. I should have just looked back the whole time while I was backing up the mud mower, but, you know, you live and you learn with these things sometimes. All right, let's back you in nice and easy. And boom. Dude, that's awesome. The fact that we've got, all three of these just, lined up right here, although I will say, before I get a photo of that, I am switching into this. And then we're getting then we're getting a photo because, let's just say my dude didn't seem entirely comfortable, getting the photo on the ATV. But, oh, look at that, comparison, though. That comparison shot is legit. Starting up at the mud mower and then, moving down the line all the way up to the Tahoe. I freaking love it, dude. I absolutely freaking love it. All right, so let's make our way back on out of there. And now we're going to fire up the Tahoe, and we're going to head down to the fishing spot. Now, the fishing spot is going to be down this trail right here, down a waterfall, through a small mud pit, and down here to where this Hummer H2 is sitting. And there's actually a really cool custom bridge down there as well that you could probably just fish off of the bridge if you wanted to. Now, I should probably put the trailer ramp up, because if I don't do that, there's potential for things to go very wrong very fast. All right, so it actually went up fairly easily. So let me actually get this backed up, and I'll get the trailer kind of into a position where it's at least not in the middle of the road. So let me get you. Ooh, I almost hit that cabin. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Oh, God. Sorry, camp owner. I did not mean to almost clobber your cabin with the side of my truck. That was not intended whatsoever. Please don't, please don't penalize me for that. All right, let's ease this trailer on back. She's good there. Yeah, completely out of the road, no worries at all. Now we're gonna hop back into the Tahoe and make our way on down to the fishing spot. Now, I believe the trail to get there is a, like, kind of like a recreational trail, but it's not an ATV trail. This is an ATV trail, so if we wanted to take, say, for example, the Outlander, that would be a perfect trail for that. Let's make our way around this corner, and I think it's gonna be right up here on the left. I love how this Tahoe has a bunch of power, but it delivers it so incredibly smoothly. All right, so yeah, rec trail only. Beautiful. I'm gonna check the GPS to make sure we're heading the right way, and indeed we are. All right, let's go. Going out trail riding on these maps is so, or I should say, this map in particular is always so incredibly satisfying because, you know, if you want a real world, like, realism-focused experience, you can just throw it in low or low plus and just enjoy. And it really does feel like a actual real-world trail system. The obstacles are not insanely over the top. You can make your way through them without, you know, ending up with a ton of body damage after the fact, at least depending on what vehicle you bring down here. All right, let's see what this trail is going to turn into. We've got our front lights on, and the reason we've got our front lights on is because, I mean, it's still morning time. Everything is still kind of getting a little bit more, it's still a little bit dark outside. It's not, you know, perfectly bright yet. It's not afternoon or anything like that. So I figure that having the lights on until it gets a little bit brighter is probably the right move. Just walking it down the rocks, nice and easy. I feel like you could probably use that washout down there as an obstacle, like, in and of itself, but I'm not necessarily sure if I want to do that in this. I'm sure it could make it, but I'm trying to keep everything, you know, I'm trying to keep the body in pretty good shape right now. Not that we couldn't, you know, get it fixed, because we could fix it no problem, but, oh, look at that. That flex looks incredible. Dude, that looks so good. And I love how we didn't even touch the slider either. All right, we got a little bit of a waterfall situation going on right here, too. The trail actually makes its way through this waterfall to get down to the fishing spot. So unless you're going the long way around to get on the main road and then go to the fishing spot, you better have something with decently sized tires. Otherwise, you're going to have your work cut out for you making your way down this part of the trail. It's beautiful, though. Like, I would love to venture through a section of trail like this in real life. I feel like it'd be really, really interesting. Like, I always love when there's extra little features that coincide with the trail. Like, for example, you know, a water feature like this. And honestly, if you go and watch one of the real-world off-roading videos on the channel where we actually took my lifted Tundra down Hurricane Creek after a big rainstorm, there were more water features on that trail than I thought there were going to be, that's for sure. Man, this thing just looks so good easing its way through these obstacles. Oh, that's a pretty deep section of water. Let's see if it can take low plus. Oh, yeah. Low plus, no problem. Wow, yeah, no worries whatsoever making its way through that. Nice and easy. Put it in automatic mode for this part. This part's not wild at all. Yeah, it could make its way through here. Zero issues. And honestly, sometimes it's fun to kick it up into a higher gear so you can just throw mud all over the place. Not gonna lie, like, I know that that's not necessarily, like, the most serious way to do things sometimes, but, you know, sometimes it's just a blast. Sometimes it really is just a genuinely fun time. Oh, dude, look at that. Those rocks over there are massive. You could take, like, full-on crawlers or rock bouncers out there and have a, like, amazing time with that. We should be approaching the fishing spot. Just a little bit more mud to go through. I wonder if I could blow through this in high. Let's see. No, it's spinning. You gotta be in at least first or second gear. If you're in anything above that, it's gonna just spin and dig, which should make it very, very obvious as to how insanely deep and thick this mud is. All right, where are we looking? Let's see. We're looking for the exit of this mud area. Almost there. Not bad. Really gave it the beans there at the end, and it really, really helped. Now let's go back into low plus as our cruising gear. Cruise is real nice, though. Really has no issues making its way down the trail in a nice, easy, chilled out fashion. And I think there should be a turn. Oh, there's the main bridge. Now, this should be kind of the entryway, yeah, to the parking area for the fishing spot. And as you can see, there's a couple of different ways to get to this fishing spot. So you can get here from the main road, as the GPS would show. You can take the main ring road all the way out here, and then enter here and drive down, and then here's your big parking area. You can see the H2 is parked up right there. However, you can also go through this mud pit and take a little bridge to get to the other side of the bridge itself, or even go up the river right here if you're in a vehicle that has that level of capability. But this time, we're just gonna head right to the normal parking area for the fishing spot and see what we can get ourselves into. Oh, easy. Here we go. I don't know why somebody left a fallen tree right there. Oh, this dude is just chilling out. Although, I wonder if he needs any help. He seems like he's gotten himself into a bit of a jam. I mean, he does have his passenger side front tire off the ground. And I mean, you know, when someone's gotten themselves into a predicament like that, you have to at least, like, ask, are you good and would you like some help? Because, you know, it's just one of those things that you do, I feel. Alright, but this is a wild spot, though. Like, you could put your boat in right here. Oh, that'd be so cool. Absolutely wild spot. But what's cool about it is, since it's so far out in the middle of nowhere, really, if you wanted to, you could just pull up right here near the bridge, cut your rig off, and just hang out and listen to, like, all of the natural sounds of essentially of the environment itself in this area, like the wind moving through the trees, the water flowing down that waterfall. It really does have such an incredible, like, ambience to it. Now, let's check out this bridge, because this bridge is incredible. Let me back this thing up again real quick. Whoa. Now, let me ease around. Why is that wheel spinning? Is it going to keep spinning once I move? Oh, it is. Is it speeding up? No? I guess it's going to stop. All right, I'm not going to worry about that wheel. I don't know what the heck that wheel is getting up to, but it is weird. Bro, I barely fit out here on this bridge. I barely fit. And this thing is like, I mean, it's wide, but it's certainly not the widest thing in the world. Oh, man, look at the way the river flows down into this pond. I don't know if I would call it a pond or like a miniature lake, but either way, the way the river flows down into it, like cascading down the waterfall, is incredible. This is like the ultimate fishing bridge as well. Like, you could literally, like I said before, you could just post up out here and fish if you wanted to. All right, let me ease this thing up just a little bit. Oh, man. That is, what a view that is. Wow. Just with the way everything, like, essentially the way everything, like, all culminates into making this perfect scene. It's just, it's so freaking cool. All right, let's see. I want to get an actual photo of this, but I also want to see if I can make, here we go. Let me bump up that depth of field, bump down the aperture. Bro, look at that. Oh my God, look at that. That's so freaking cool. I love that. I'm absolutely getting a picture of that because that looks absolutely incredible. And the creator of this map, Dubs, did such an amazing job bringing his vision to life with this map. Dude, I don't even know where you would start with a map project like this. Whoa! Is that where the trail continues up next to the waterfall? Bro, that actually looks really, really fun. Let's make our way over there and see if we can continue this climb. It's certainly going to get a little bit more challenging, though. I mean, that is a legitimate rock shelf with mud right up to it. So you're not going to have all that much grip approaching this rock shelf as it is. Come on, easy. I'm thinking we treat it like a stair step. Oh, not quite. Maybe bump it? Not quite. Oh, there it is. Not bad. Oh, dude, the way that looks as well, with this thing flexing its way up the obstacle, top notch. I mean, if you want to bring that real world trail riding, rock crawling dynamic to life, I really don't know if there's any better way to do it than coming out here to Red Lawn Preserve. I mean, there are still trails out here on this map that I have never been on, and I've been doing this series for quite a while at this point, and there's still trails that I've never been on and things that I have yet to discover where I'm like, what the heck is this? I have never been here, but I love it. All right, it looks like, whoa! So the river actually flooded part of the trail here, and it turned it into like a miniature mud pit. It's like stuff like that you never expect that comes out of nowhere, and you're like, what? Like, when did this get here? Now, I will say, the only other time I've ever been on this part of the trail, or this part of this trail, was during the night, and so I don't really remember a lot of the visual aspects of it. I was more paying attention to what was directly in front of my... Did that branch really just flip me over? Right. I figured that I would just be able to make my way through the branch with no issues at all, but no, that branch said, nuh-uh. That branch said, you are mine, and you are gonna get flipped over no matter what. And that's just gonna be that. And I was like, are you sure? And the branch was like, yes, absolutely. You lose, I win, I am tree. And I'm like, okay, all right, I guess that's the case. Now, considering the fact that I had no anticipation of that happening, I'm gonna give it a quick repair because we were literally perfect condition before, and I really did not expect the fact that a small tree branch was going to turn our perfect run into a rollover. Like, that was about as unexpected as it gets. You could even turn that rock shelf that's right off the side of the trail into another trail. That's the beauty of this map. And you can run the trail in the other direction. There's no limit to how many different ways you can enjoy this entire area. All right, here we go. Run up this last set of rock obstacles, give it a little bit more wheel speed, see if we can bump it up. Not bad at all. Not bad at all, dude. And that puts us right back out onto the main road, and that sign just gave up. I don't know why that sign gave up, but it gave up. Dude, all right, that has got to be one of my favorite trail circuits that I've done so far on this map, because look at this. We unloaded up here at the campground, we made our way down to the fishing spot, and then we made our way up and around the waterfall back out to the main road, and from here, you could literally do the loop back again to get back to the campsite, or you could take the ring road right back here to the main entry trail to the campsite and drive back that way. Either way, there's multiple different circuits that you could create with this trail system, and all of them are going to be fun. It's just up to you on how you vary the difficulty of them. So, hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later.